Okay, we got our leather cut, our bits here. And on this one, I got the edges beveled in preparation for burnishing because it's got to look good. I got my stitch holes punched, and that is going to go right here. I don't know if you can see where I have that marked. I marked it with my awl because once I dye this black, if I use ink pen, you won't be able to see where the marks are. But you can see that that fits just a little bit wider than where it's marked off. That's so it'll be bunched up a little bit in the middle. Let's see if I can get that, do that. Can y'all see that? Turn it this way. So when I stitch it on, it's going to have a raised portion in the middle. Okay, y'all can see that. And that's going to get molded around my belt. It goes there, that goes there, just like that. So that will fit precisely on an 1.5 inch wide, 1/4 inch thick, double layer gun belt, which is basically the suggested size. That's front, that's back. I got the welts glued in, and they're cut just long enough to fill in the sides. Now, the welts are not as thick as the phone is wide, or not as wide as the phone is thick. Anyway, so that is also going to get molded around the phone a bit, like, well, you know, you get the idea. It's not quite working here, but once it's all stitched together, and I wet it and I shove the phone in, and it'll be a precise fit around the phone. Fortunately, it don't matter if I get this one wet, because, well, it's kind of wrecked already. What we're doing right now is getting some color on this thing. Got my black dye, and I'm going to put that in my clamp. Because with my gimpy hands, if I knock that over, that'll make a hell of a mess. Now, dyeing leather black, basically, I just put loads and loads of dye on it. Where is my glove? I got a rubber glove somewhere. I'll be right back. Found my glove. Let's start with this little guy. Now I just take and I wet my dauber. Now I buy black dye by the quart, and then I put it in this little bottle. Makes it a little more convenient to use. I used to buy Phoebe's Professional Oil Dye in Saddle Tan and do the same thing, but I haven't seen it available in Saddle Tan in a quart for a while. Why Saddle Tan? Because you can add stuff to it and make it darker. Like I can add a little bit of chocolate to it and make it a darker brown. I can thin it out some and make it a lighter tan. It's just, instead of getting a whole row of different browns and stuff, I can just use a Saddle Tan and modify it to the way I want. And like I said, with black, I just saturate it. I put on as much dye as the leather will take. Like, it won't take much more than that. Basically, until the dye puddles on the surface. Like that. That'll soak in a little bit. In fact, I'm going to put a little bit more on it. But that ensures that I have full coverage, because sometimes when you dye something black, after a little while, the underlying color starts showing through. In some ways it looks cool, but you know, if I want to dye, if I want something black, I want it black. Even if it's not a red door. Same thing on this piece. Anyway, y'all get the idea. I'm going to continue dyeing this stuff. And then when we come back, we can start putting it together. See you then.